Kind.
We better watch it.
And we're live.
Good evening and welcome to the Manteno Village Board meeting for Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we could all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Boyce.
Here.
Martin.
Here.
Dole. Crockett.
Here.
Geske. Phillips.
Here.
We have a quorum. Tonight, as always, we begin with the approval of our minutes. We have our regular board meeting minutes from December 19th of 2022 are included in the packet, and hopefully everyone has had the opportunity to review them. Are there any changes, additions, deletions, corrections? Seeing none, I'd accept the motion to waive the reading of the minutes and approve them as presented by the clerk.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Phillips.
Sir.
Second by Martin. Roll call.
Phillips.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Crockett.
Yes.
Motion carries. Public participation, I don't see anyone here, so I'm assuming that we have nothing. Village President's Report, just one item tonight, and this is something that just came up today. Everyone's gotten an email or should have gotten an email today, and hope if you've been able to read that. Today we met with Sarah Marion, and Sarah is resigning her position as the Village Marketing Director and Executive Director of the Manteno Chamber of Commerce. She's decided to go off into a different direction, and she's going to start her own business. So we wish her all the luck in the world. She is going to stay for a couple months to help us in a transition. As of tomorrow, Chris will be contacting different outlets to start running some ads for the to try to fill this position. We're going to be looking for people to apply. This is kind of a unique position, as we all know. It's a full-time village employee with village benefits, but they act in a dual role as the marketing director for the village and also the executive director for the Chamber of Commerce. They are village employees that but with our joint relationship with the chamber, we employ them so we can have benefits for them and do the payroll. And then the chamber reimburses us for 50% of their entire cost. So it's truly a partnership. It's worked out well. We've been doing this now for 10, 11 years, maybe, and it's worked. Cheryl was the second person that did it. She was in the position for almost 7 years. Done an excellent job. Done a great job, and we'll be looking for her help in trying to fill the position, and so we'll be advertising for candidates to submit their application. The information will, anybody that wants information can contact the Village Hall or email Chris LaRock at the Village Hall. I assume Darla's been off on some medical leave, but she'll be back in the next couple of days, and I'm assuming that we'll have a notice on the website too about the open position and how to go about filling out for the application. But we would like to try to get the position filled in the next couple weeks, take applications for a couple weeks. Hopefully we'll conduct some interviews at the later part of January, potentially make an offer in February or early mid-February to get somebody on board. Sarah, her last day is March 1st, but she has agreed to stay on if need be for different things to coordinate to make sure that everything is transitions very smoothly. So we appreciate her time and all the things that she's done for us in the village and the chamber over the last 7 years. We appreciate the fact that we're hopefully going to have a very smooth transition. I hope that we'll be able to find somebody that can fill the role. I wouldn't say fill her shoes because she's really taken the job to a new level. But we're always hoping that there's someone out there that can come and take over and do the same thing for the chamber and for the village. So just let everybody know, anybody who's watching this and anyone that has someone that might have some interest in finding out more about the position, they can contact Chris LaRock at the Village Hall or email an inquiry and get the information. Other than that, I don't have anything else other than the fact that everything was fairly smooth for the new year. I don't think there was any real issues over the course of the last couple holidays. Once the cold weather subsided, I think things just got, it got gradually better. So, Village Administrator's report to Mr. LaRock.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing this evening.
We're going to have a fast agenda because we have a very small agenda. Committee reports, Public Works and Utilities, Mr. Boyce.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I only have, I have no items on the agenda, but I do have a meeting on the 24th of this month, right here, 7 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Boyce. Properties and Recreation, Mr. Martin.
No old and new business and no new meetings scheduled
You're kind of in hiatus for the winter
for
time.
the winter. There we go.
The Public Safety and Health, Mrs. Dole is not here tonight. She has the one item that we have on the agenda. Mr. Martin, you want to take that?
Sure. Old business none. The new business on the agenda is ordinance 22-17, an ordinance amending Title III, Business Regulations, Chapter 12, Peddlers, Solicitors, and Canvassers, Section 3-12-4, Permit and Badge Fees, and Section 3-12-5, Application Review and Insurance of Permit of the Village of Manteno Municipal Code. The reason for this, the board considered several changes in our solicitor's ordinance at the last committee meeting and agreed the changes proposed were necessary. The changes in this ordinance will move the process from the Village Hall to the Police Department. The fees will also be increased, and approved solicitors will now be posted on the Police Department Facebook page to allow residents the ability to verify permitted solicitors. And next Public Safety and Health Committee meeting is Wednesday, January 11th at 7 o'clock in the Village Boardroom. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Yeah, this was something that was recommended by the village staff and the police department to kind of make these process smoother and also give people the ability to be able to go somewhere and find out if these people have really been registered. We're not trying to make it more difficult for canvassers, but we want to make sure that people are checking with the police and have the proper accreditation and proper verification, and they're make sure that anyone that we are authorizing to be out going door to door is someone that has gone through the review process and has successfully completed that. Planning and Zoning, Mr. Crockett.
Thank you, Mayor. I also don't have anything on the agenda this evening, but we do have a Planning and Zoning Committee meeting scheduled for Tuesday, the 24th, 7 a.m. here in the Village Boardroom. And the next Planning Commission meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, the 10th, 6 p.m. here in the Village Boardroom. And that's all I have for this evening.
Ryan, do you have anything scheduled for the 24th Planning Commission as of yet?
We do not.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Crockett. Finance, Mr. Geske is not here tonight, but for one unusual time, we don't have any bills to pay. We got everything paid at the end of last year, and so there's no payment of bills, and there's no bills authorized under board cycle. So he has no report for the night. General Government, Mr. Phillips.
I have nothing on the agenda tonight.
All right, so we only have the one item to vote on the agenda. We'll go through the same process we always do. The only item that we'll be voting on is Ordinance 2217, which is an ordinance amending Title III Business Regulations, Chapter 12, Peddlers, Solicitors, and Canvassers, Section 3-12-4, Permit and Badge Fees, and Section 3-12-5, Application Review and Issuance of Permit of the Village of Manteno Municipal Code. Is there any items that need to be voted? Well, I guess there's only one item, so I'd accept a motion to take single roll call vote on the question of passage of the agenda items as read.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Crockett.
Second.
Second by Boyce. Roll call.
Crockett,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes,
Motion carries. I'd accept the motion to approve by unanimous vote the ordinances, resolutions, motions, and orders contained in the consent agenda as read.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Crockett. Second by Martin. Roll call.
Crockett,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Phillips.
yes.
Motion carries. That's all we have for tonight. Do you have any comments tonight, Mr. Boyce?
Sarah will be missed, that's for sure. We were very lucky, like when we had Stacy and we had Sarah. I mean, that position's a big position, but we were lucky to have, we've been blessed with the good people that we've hired, and she'll be missed, so that's all I got.
Thank you, Mr. Boyce. Mr. Martin?
I agree. Sarah will be missed, and I think it's very helpful and classy that she's going to stick around for a couple months to her transition, so that helps. So, Happy New Year.
Mr. Boyce, or Mr. Crockett?
I also agree with the other trustees as well. Other than that, no comments.
I agree too, and enjoy this unbelievable weather.
Yeah, this is hard to believe. It's January 3rd, and it's 55 degrees outside. The snow is all gone, and it stayed like this for the next 60 days, it'd be all right. Yeah, and like I say, same thing. Sarah's, like I say, she's taken this position just, to a new level, and hopefully that there'll be someone out there that has interest and can, perform the job in a similar fashion. You hate to lose people, but it's always, nice to see the people that you've worked with go on to, other things and progress in other areas. So we wish her all the luck in the world. And with that, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
I make the motion.
Motion by Phillips,
Second.
second by Boyce. Roll call.
Phillips?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Crockett?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you very much for coming and for watching.